Magandang umaga po. Thank you for the invitation to speak before such a distinguished audience. On behalf of our SBMA Chairman and Administrator Jonathan Tan, I will be presenting what we in the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority can offer in our free port. The Port of Subic Bay boasts of a strategic location as it is a critical entry point to over 650 million people in the ASEAN market. It is also a natural gateway to the East Asian economies. Our port is also one of the busiest, largest, historical, and one of the most significant ports in the country. Our port is one of the Philippines and Southeast Asia's major seaports, which continue to be one of the country's major economic engines. It is a connection to the world with our facilities, namely the Subic Bay International Airport, our seaport, and road infrastructure. It has a total of 8 piers and wharves for general cargo, namely the Marine Terminal, located at a naval supply depot, which caters to grains, rice, cement, as well as new and used vehicles and equipment. Sattler Pier, which can also be used for new and used vehicles and equipment, among others. The Boton Wharf, with a length of 635 meters. This can be used for fertilizer, used equipment, rice, and cement. Leyte Wharf, for grains and other items. Alava Wharf, which can accommodate cruise ships, as well as foreign and domestic vessels and submarines. So you can just imagine how deep this wharf is. The Riviera Wharf, the largest among them, measuring 906 meters in length, which caters to ferry boats, Philippine naval ships, general cargo vessels, cable ships, and the like. Bravo Wharf, which can accommodate naval ships, tugboats, and the vessels of the National Mapping and Resource Information Authority, or NAMRIA. This is also the wharf where ship repairs are done. Then we have the Nabasan Wharf, which is usually utilized as a marine training facility and for vessel layups. The Port of Subic Bay also houses the Paul Pier, which is owned and operated by the Philippine Coastal Storage and Pipeline Corporation, and the jetty of the Pure Petroleum Corporation. It is also our pride to be the home of the largest fuel storage facility in the Philippines, the Philippine Coastal Storage and Pipeline Corporation, or PCSPC. PCSPC handles gas oil, mogas, ethanol, Jet A1, and biodiesel, among others. To further boost economy and make lives more convenient and accessible for port users, new container terminals 1 and 2 are fully equipped and ready to receive cargoes from all over the world. Its total terminal area is 30 hectares with an annual capacity of 600,000 20 equipment units or TEUs and controlling depth of 13.7 meters. NCT1 and NCT2 also have a total berth length of 560 meters with reefer stations at 440 volts and 210 to 310 expandable plugs. Its equipment, 4 quay gantry cranes or QCs post-Panamax. Major carrier services which utilize our ports through the Subic Bay International Terminals or SBITC include APL, COSCO, Evergreen, MSC, One, Maersk, SITC, Wanhai, Sinotrans, and TS Lines. For our key performance indicators, namely port revenues, containerized cargo volume in TEUs, non-containerized cargo volume in metric tons, gross tonnage, and number of foreign and domestic ship calls, as you can see, all figures have improved in 2022 as compared to 2021. Now, with the Subic Clark Railway project or the SCRP soon to commence construction, high-capacity freight service will be available to support the existing industrial areas, along the Subic Clark corridor. This infrastructure should be able to serve as the link to the airport at Clark Freeport Zone and our seaport. So, just to briefly orient everyone about the SCRP, the railway will span approximately 71 kilometers long, is 30 to 50 meters wide, and shall traverse the provinces of Zambales, Bataan, and Pampanga. It will also connect the Subic Bay Freeport Zone to Clark. Basically, its objectives revolve around lowering the cost freight, support decongestion, and the provision of greater accessibility for its users. Currently, the SCRP has already prepared 4 alignments in the SBFZ, Bataan, Pampanga, and the Clark Freeport Zone. The alignment within Subic Bay Freeport consists of a main line that measures 6.38 kilometers and a spur line of 7 kilometers. Its logistics terminal shall occupy 20 hectares of property within the SBFZ. Meanwhile, the length of the final alignment is still subject for further assessment and evaluation. So in the next slide, you can see the SCRP configurations. It's at grade at approximately 47 kilometers, embedded at approximately 3 kilometers, elevated at approximately 12 kilometers, and the tunnel at approximately 9 kilometers. SBMA is also exploring the possibility of a future passenger station or a passenger branch line which can be elevated or at grade further for future study. So there, you have just been given a peek of our offerings at the Port of Subic Bay. Apart from its seamless transaction processes, the beauty of the environment, and its deep harbor, we take pride in our people who make it happen. The wind beneath our wings. Thank you and have a pleasant day ahead.